Hello and welcome to Dinosaur Juice. And well, Christmas special in 2020 is quite a difficult thing to do. So I decided we needed some love and some passion about cars. And rather than me just talking about the best bits of the year and what I plan to do next year, I'm giving you an extra special TVR video because I know you guys have been wanting it and I haven't been able to properly provide it. So, talking about love, it's a new car. Let's do what YouTubers do with new cars. 5 things I love about my TVR. Alright, straight in with number 1, and it has to be the look of the thing. I mean, seriously, it is a stunning car. Absolutely lovely. Even with its winter splattered mud. I only cleaned it not too long ago, but hey, it's winter. Yeah, I just love it. It looks fantastic. The wheels are not the original, but they work with the look and they're rather stunning. And you can see that I've been using the front brakes, well, all of the brakes together, but the front brakes produce lots of brake dust. But yeah, rather stunning looking car. If you don't know about the TVR S3, it is the only retro styled TVR ever. And it was styled after the M series, created by Martin Lilly when he first got the company. But the S series is created by Peter Wheeler when he first got the company. So it's a nice link. And I have to say, it is the very last of the old school TVRs before they became these supercar destroying monsters, which we all love. But there is something special about just a proper British sports car. Number 2. Well, it's just the tactileness of this. I'm not talking about driving. I'm talking about just all of the things like these door handles have a nice click to it. You don't get with other British sports cars made in low volumes like this, especially ones made out of fiberglass. It just feels solid. The roof is solid, and we'll definitely be coming back to that in a second. Okay, now I'm going to make a whole video out of this next one, but yeah, we are talking about the roof here. And if you know what is my second most successful video on the channel, you'll know why I want to make a video about the roof on this car. But it is absolute genius. Okay, a little bit more complicated than some later TVR roofs because it's got clips at the front of the roof. But really, it's fantastically simple to use compared with other British sports cars, and because you've got this fiberglass part to it, very quiet on the road. You can do 70 miles an hour without much difficulty, which is something you can't say about a lot of contemporary cars. And well, because my microphone broke and I'm having to use my phone so you can hear me, I'm doing it one-handedly, and you can see that on the most part, apart from this bit where you've got to be strong, it's not too difficult. I might have to put my phone down to do this bit. There we go. Just wasn't pulling enough. Then you've got to open your boot, which in the TVR requires your keys. These roof panels just store really easily and simply in the boot. If you compare it to the complexity of, well, contemporary Morgans of the time or Lotuses, it's so much simpler. And the fact it doesn't leak, it really doesn't leak. and it's quiet, there's hardly any wind noise when you're on the motorway, is incredible for a handmade British sports car. It has to be one of my favourite things about this car and TVR in general. The last thing I love about the roof is it kind of makes the car 3 cars in one. So yeah, 3 cars in one. This nice hard top car. You can have this back section all the way down with the roof panels off, or you can have it up in this targa top formation. Really nice. Cuts back quite a lot of buffeting and things like that. In some cars you get that Porsche Targa kind of sound where the wind's rushing over here and you get the hunting oscillation of the wind. It sounds like you're blowing over a bottle. This one, S-Series, is not too bad, but in a TVR Chimera, it can get a bit annoying with the whistling. I hear that if you're slightly older, you don't necessarily hear it because it's at quite a higher frequency, but something to bear in mind. But it's just so versatile as well as practical and easy to use. I love the roof on this car. As a convertible nut, I'm really impressed. Right, well, for the final 2, we should probably get out on the road. We're out on the road and we have to talk about the next thing I love about this car, which is that ridiculous growl. I mean, this is the engine out of a Ford Granada and it sounds so mean, like unbelievably mean. It's not the 4-cylinder real grunt barky kind of thing that I had with the Westfield. It's this 60s 6-cylinder smoothness with an added roughness that you expect from a TVR. It's like the halfway house between a 6-cylinder and a V8. It's, yeah, just such a lovely sound. And then, yeah, you can plod along and it not be intrusive. Like at the moment, it's sort of the right volume to be there, covering up the most annoying bits of the wind noise, but not intrusive, not really horrible. It's such a well sorted sound. Yeah, I love it. Oh, that could never ever get old. Really never get old. So before we move on to the number one thing I love about the TVR, I think it's only fair that we do a few honourable mentions and a few things I'm not so keen on. So, honourable mention has to be the colour combination. I love that burgundy wine red exterior that just, it looks so many different colours and so many different lights. It's a lovely paint, combined with this interior of wood and cream and a little bit of burgundy leather as well. It's such a nice combination, and the blue roof also works really well with the car. You'd think with the whole car being cream and the whole car being cream and red, you wouldn't then stick blue on it, but it works. I really love the look of it when it comes to just the colour combination. But then something I hate, the air vent for your feet, and it's currently 2 degrees and I'm quite cold, gets closed every time you press the throttle. You have it open, you're like, this is good, you press the throttle and it closes the footwell air vent. Thanks to whoever thought that was a good idea. I'm going to have to glue it open, I think, or maybe put a screw in it or something, because I'm cold. Tradition in my videos, I know, but I'm cold. Addictive. That's very addictive. Yes. The next honourable mention is the dials, because they are awesome and genius. You see, the dials are upside down. And you may be thinking, well, what's the point in that? And the point is, even though you've got a small, sporty, nice steering wheel, you can see the speed you're doing and the RPMs you're doing. It's genius. Why did no one else think to put the dials upside down before? It's absolutely fantastic. I can't see what mileage I've done, but that doesn't matter when you're doing sporty driving. Also, the clock is kind of useless. I can see some of the hours. But yeah, the dials are absolutely genius. And then you carry them onto the dash, and they're just nice and laid out and easy to read. You know, I know how much fuel I've got. I know what the temperature is. I know the condition of the battery. I know my oil pressure. It tells you everything you need to know in an easy to read manner. I love the dials on this. Fantastic. So now the honourable mentions are out of the way. The number one thing I like about this car is what it's like to drive, because it's sporty and relaxing. It's easy but engaging. It's approachable, but it's not to be taken lightly. It has this wonderful balance between scary monster of a car and kitten. It's an amazing thing, and later TVRs don't necessarily get that right because they were supercar destroying monsters. This isn't a supercar destroying monster. I mean, it does 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds. It's sporty and quick, modern hot hatch territory, but it's not destroying any supercars. But it's approachable. You know, you can drive it and have fun and engage with what all of the controls are doing, and the controls communicate to you in a way that's quite refreshing, because it's not shouting at you. It's not like a Westfield, like a track car, like other low volume production sports cars. It's not there going, oi, you're on a fucking road, the tarmac's like this, you've got to turn here, come on, you've got more grip on that wheel, more grip on... It's not shouting at you, it's telling you everything, but it's not shouting at you. You have to be there to listen. You have to go, okay, what is the car telling me in this situation? But it's there when you ask. It's really, really nice. Yeah, it's a bit like the MG Midget in that way, but the steering does weight up a lot more than the Midget's does. It's a heavier car with wider, stickier tyres. But it tells me, like, coming out that roundabout, there's no grip here, lad. And you drive accordingly to what the car's telling you. It's wonderful. And then you've got this engine that you can just make any decision you want with it. You can go, I want to go in the high RPMs and I want to go screaming, you know. It does that really, really well. But also put it in 5th gear, 50 miles an hour, and it, that never complains, but you slow way down and it still doesn't complain. It's ridiculous. It just pulls. It's an engine that just suits any type of driving, because it's just, in 5th gear, 40 miles an hour, hardly any throttle, and it moves, and it makes it relaxing to drive. There's not so much torque that any gear will put you in a hedge, but there's not so little torque that you feel like if you're in the wrong gear, you're not going to be able to get out of any situation. Because, to be honest, you can drive this 90% of the time in 5th gear, which is a very tall gear in this car, and be absolutely fine. It pulls in 5th. It's just relaxing and fun. And it reminds me of the MG, and people who know me know that the MG means everything to me. That is a car that I am never going to sell, and hence I don't think I'm ever going to sell this TVR. It sits my character perfectly. I want to drive it always. I have another car now. I've bought a practical car that's a hot hatch, and we'll introduce that to you at the end of the video. But I don't want to drive it, because every journey I make, I want to make in the TVR, and that hot hatch is fantastic fun. But I just always want to be in this car, whether it be on the motorway or on a small country road. I just want to be in this car. Because, I mean, it's not only the relaxingness of, it's how comfortable it is. We are driving down a ridiculously bumpy road. It is horrendous. And in the Westfield, I would be in so much pain. So much pain. In the MG, it would probably unsettle it quite a lot coming into a corner, but it would be very comfortable. In this, it just takes it in its stride. It's so well sorted on British country roads. It's just comfortable and refined. It takes the bumps as you should. It's just organised. Then it does spit flames every now and then. Whoa! Whoa! I love this car. Come on, Discovery. No, he's not going to do it. He's a slow Discovery driver. So, I think we should head back now, and I'll introduce you to my latest purchase, my little hot hatch, and I'll do a little bit of a conclusion. So, new angle, just got back. Rather stunning car, isn't it? Yeah, I'm very happy with my TVR. I hope you're happy with it as well. It does so many other things that I absolutely love, but 5 seemed like the right amount for the format. And it does some things I don't like. We mentioned the air vent in the footwell as an honorary little hint. If you want a things I hate about my TVR video, let me know in the comment section. If you'd like that to be New Year's video, say that you want that for New Year's in the comment section. If you want a video about my new car, bearing in mind that the area I live in will be going into Tier 4, so it's unlikely to be driving it, you can let me know in the comment section and say that I'd like a video about the new car. At this point, I should probably tell you what that is. And here is the new little car. It is a Twingo Renault Sport Cup. And, it's got the Cup chassis. It's a bit of a laugh. It's got a lovely 1.6 litre engine, making 130 horsepower, which is the same power I got out of the 1.6 in my Westfield. The difference is this has torque, and the Westfield didn't. It's currently full of cardboard boxes. I prepared it to go to the tip, and then we're entering new restrictions, so I can't go to the tip. It's good fun. So if you want a video about the things I love about this car or hate about this car, let me know in the comment section. And if you want a things I hate about the TVR video for New Year's, let me know about that. So, I really hope you enjoyed the whole video. If you liked the t-shirt I was wearing throughout, you can get it from my merch shop, link in the description. There's a few other things, some more TVR t-shirts. There are MG Midget t-shirts, the Smart Roaster t-shirts. There's yet to be a Twingo Renault Sport one, but that will be coming. So check those out if you want a Dinosaur Juice t-shirt. And there's a Westfield t-shirt as well, forgot that. Other than that, I really hope that in the year that is 2020, you manage to enjoy this holiday season. Whatever you plan to celebrate or plan to do, I really hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, like and subscribe. And if we work together, be kind, stay safe, drive safe. Hopefully next year's video will be, Christmas video at least, will be a little bit more upbeat. So, I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra!